Hi there, hope you're all doing okay. I'm going to be talking about my eyebrows. I did a video about, coming up to 3 years ago about me having my eyebrows microbladed. Well, I was under the impression that after about 18 months, I would need them redoing because they fade. In my head, I assumed that they'd fade to hardly anything, so I'd need to redo it again. No, it just fades to more of a greyish, sort of softer, feathered looking eyebrow, as opposed to a nice, clean, sharp, fully shaded eyebrow then. And yeah, it doesn't look nice when it's faded. It looks like a tattoo, like I'm covered in tattoos. So it just looks like one of these that has gone grey over time, you know, that's stuck on your face. Little did I know that if I didn't do anything to it, then it would last for years. 10 years possibly, might still be even there. After 18 months to 2 years, I was really desperate to have them redone. But I wanted them to be more natural looking, very fine hairs, the sort of microblading that just fills in the gaps. But if I want to create a thicker, fuller brow, then I just fill in with makeup, you know. But I just wanted to look like I had eyebrows when I wasn't wearing any makeup. To do that, I had to remove what I already had done through laser. Now, laser treatment for eyebrows, oh my gosh, it's so hard to find anyone that does it. There's laser treatment to get rid of tattoos on your body, but it's a different type of laser, or it's a different technique, or I don't know the ins and outs, to be honest. But anyway, I wanted to find a specialist that wasn't going to cock up and leave me with dodgy looking eyebrows, although it is a gamble because unfortunately the people doing the laser, they don't know what dye that was used when I had my eyebrows microbladed, so it is a little bit of guesswork. I found a place near Cardiff. This is my story of having my eyebrows lasered, and I love them. I've had 2 sessions, they cost me £80 each, and I even went back for a third, but they said I didn't need it, which I'll go into more during this video. But as we stand now, I am waiting to have my eyebrows redone in Cardiff again. Why is everything in Cardiff? I don't understand. 2-hour drive away from where I live, but I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I've done a lot of research and I'm really, really excited. I'm having my eyebrows redone in about 3 weeks' time, and oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. If there's any questions you have, then please ask away. Excuse me looking really rough. I've been up since really, really early and half my makeup's come off my face. But yeah, I'm really tired. I've just driven 4 hours, but my little tail of my eyebrow has been zapped. It's part of the consultation. Apparently it took really well. It is now about 5 or 6 hours since I had the procedure done. I have to go to Cardiff, so it's like 2 hours away. So it took me a while to get back, and I went shopping with my daughter as well. She came with me today. They're red because of the dye. The person doing the laser treatment doesn't really know what the person that did the microblading, what dyes they used, what mixture of dyes and colours and things like that. So this does happen. It's oxidized, so it looks like I'm sore. I'm not sore whatsoever. It's the microbladed brows. They've gone from black to red. So I'm going to be having these lovely red eyebrows for the next 6 weeks. And then I go back up then, and she says she's going to change the laser so then it can get rid of the red pigment. But yeah, it did hurt a little bit more this time, but obviously last time it was just a little end there, but going over here more so in the middle was a little bit sore. But I had that blow machine blowing cold air, and after a couple of minutes or so it's fine and it doesn't hurt whatsoever now. No problem. It was a little bit sore when I got back into the car. So there's aloe vera on there and I've got to be really careful with it. It's not an open wound, so I can apply makeup. So tomorrow or the day after, probably I'll leave tomorrow off and I'm going out on Friday to meet a friend for lunch. So I'll just fill it in a little bit. But yeah, it's so weird seeing my natural eyebrows. Look. The microblading just looks massive compared to my natural brows. And my natural brows, I don't know if you can tell, but some of them have gone white. So they will just naturally change over. You know, eyebrows fall out, same as lashes. You know, they've got a cycle. So those white ones will come out and new ones will grow back, and that's fine. I'm going to have them re-microbladed at a later date anyway. I was due to have my second session done tomorrow, but me being me, really scatty, oh, I'm just so stupid. You're not supposed to apply fake tan at least a couple of weeks before you have a tattoo session, and that applies after you have a tattoo session, removal I mean. I went on holiday, last minute holiday with my friend to Spain. We booked it on a Friday, flew out on a Sunday for a few nights, and I applied fake tan, which is a week ago. So I've just got in touch with them. Really embarrassing, really embarrassing. Anyway, they were really lovely, and they have moved my appointment to next week now, so I'll be coming back and showing you what it looks like. But after my first session, they did say that my eyebrows took really well, and that I'd probably only need one more session before I can go on and have my microblading redone a couple of months later. They do look a little bit weird without any makeup on them, but I'm loving the lightness of them because my microbladed brows were just too dark for me. Where the lasers try to remove the dye, there is some little areas where you can still see a dark dye, but very faintly, but the majority is a pinky salmon colour. So let's zoom you in. Can you see? You can see my brows. What was microbladed before. It's really cool, isn't it? I find it fascinating. My eyebrows look awful, and you can see how much was microbladed compared to my natural brows, which is just a little blob in the middle there, really. So next time you see me, it will be after I've had my second laser treatment done. Hi there, excuse me looking a little bit flushed. I've just come home from Cardiff and I've been putting washing on the line, seen to the dog, so I'm a bit of a sweaty mess. It's so hot here, 28 degrees in Wales. Crazy for June. But I wanted to do an update pretty much as soon as I got home. It's my second session, and at the end of the session she said, see how it heals. It might have faded enough so that this other woman that I want to go to in Cardiff, why are all the good ones so far away? But she's an amazing microblading artist, really good. See what she thinks once it's healed in about 6 weeks time, something like that. It will continue to fade, but not dramatically so then, you know, so I'll have a good idea after about a month. Oh, I look awful. I've been up since 5:45 this morning, so yeah, I'm looking quite rough and sweaty. Because my eyebrows had faded, or the microblading had faded to a salmony colour, she needed to use a different laser to counteract the redness, so she was trying to neutralise the colour. So hopefully that will work. She described the machine as being a little bit more intense. I might have some bruising. I notice I've got some redness and there, and on the tail of my eyebrow there, and I did notice it did hurt more. It was quite, yeah, it made my eyes water. Not so bad that I needed her to stop. I was wearing goggles, holding the air hose near to my eyebrows to cool them down. The smell was really strong of burning hair, I'm assuming hair, eyebrows, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely a more of an intense session this time. But she did explain it's because she needs to get rid of the salmony redness in the dye. Go as close to the window as possible, just so that you can have a really good idea of what it looks like. I don't mind the thickness of the microblading. I think it's quite nice. It balances out my face quite nicely. It's just I don't like the blockiness of it. So even if it does fade to an extent where you can still sort of see a little bit, maybe it might be alright, because the type of microblading I want done next is very fine hairs. I've got to be really careful. I've got to put aloe vera on my eyebrows to calm it down. But yeah, so I've got no eyebrows in the middle there, underneath, at the top. So I'll see how that fades in the next day or two. It's now been about 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks since I had my eyebrows lasered for the second time. I just thought I'd come in, zoom in and show you what they're like. I've just done my skincare, so that's why my skin is all like a bit shiny with my SPF on there, but I thought I'd do this video quickly before I put on any makeup. I am really impressed with the fading. It's faded really well. It almost looks like it's gone a pale taupey, sort of mustardy shade. I think if I were to have it done again, more yellow might come out, because I have read that that can happen. It might not. This eyebrow has faded really well. You can see my natural there. The only thing is that I've been scarred there. After the second laser session, when I showed you what my eyebrows looked like afterwards, you might remember I had bleeding there, and I had bleeding on here as well. and yeah, that is unfortunately scarred, so it's quite red there, so that should have gone by now, being like 6 weeks later, but that's still there. But that's fine, because I will be getting more microblading and it'll just all blend in okay. But yeah, this is faded really, really nicely. I think if this brow looked more like this brow, which is a lot softer, I would get my microblading done after this session, which is the second, and yeah, I think that would be okay, because I do want quite a thick brow with the new microblading, but because the strokes are going to be super fine, it's going to mimic real hair, no shading, nothing, you know, so I want the old microblading to be as faded as possible, but I do think that that is a little bit too much. Yeah, it's a little bit too thick. So yeah. It is weird having lighter eyebrows. I do really like it. I just feel more fresher and not so harsh looking, even now without makeup on. And I know it's like my eyebrows are a bit dodgy without penciling in and whatever, but it just suits me a lot better. So I'm 100% happy I decided to go for the laser treatment. I definitely recommend the Vale Laser Clinic in Barry near Cardiff. They're really lovely, really thorough, tell you exactly what to do, what to expect, everything. It's just really professional and really great, and obviously have given me really great results as well. I've not long come out of the clinic and I haven't had any laser treatment. They were really, really lovely, give me a thorough look through my eyebrows, looked back at previous photos and seeing how the laser process had been over the last couple of months or so, and they were honest and they were saying they're faded to as much as they can. Because of the colour, it's got a yellow undertone. They felt that if I were to have another laser session, then I might be left with pigmentation, and which would look worse than what it is now. So the reason I went back there for a third session was because I got in touch with the lady who's going to do my eyebrows, the microblading eyebrows, and I showed her photos and she said, because this one's not too bad because the dye is in between my brows, but this one you can see it's a little bit higher up there. She said it will need another laser session to remove that area. But the last time I sent her photos of my brows was in August, and when I was in the clinic we had a look back at the photos and they said that yeah, you could see that they'd already faded anyway, being December now, so it's a good couple of months ago, so they've naturally faded and it should be fine to do a cover up. It should be fine. So I really appreciate their honesty. You know, they could have charged me £80 to have it done, but they didn't. Yes, I've driven 2.5 hours to come up here, but it's fine. It's completely fine. I'm listening to Morbid, another podcast, and I'm going to stop off now in Llanelli and go to Troster, go to Primark and get another coffee, and then I'm going to head home. So yeah, so I'm going to get in touch with the microblading lady now and see what she says. So now I'm ready to have my eyebrows microbladed and I can't blimmin' wait. Her work is just stunning. Every person I show, they're like, wow. If you'd like me to do a video regarding my new eyebrows that I'm about to have, then let me know. But thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.